Hello, how do I identify a strong uptrend for swing trading? I think it is a learning process for me as well. Let's take an example of SPD as the stock to analyze today. EXPD. So when we are looking at EXPD, I would like to go to maximum monthly chart so that I can see multiple years of the chart in front of me, and that allows me to see the overall trend of that company's stocks. I'm looking for growth stock, growth in the trend. So I want growth at the valley and I want growth at the peak of the mountain as well. So when I'm looking at the chart and the date is on the x-axis from the past to the present, and we have the price on the y-axis from $0 up. So when those dotted lines are years, maximum monthly chart will condense the chart, and you'll be able to see multiple years in front of you. So when I'm looking at it like this, I like to see higher lows at the bottom of the chart and higher highs at the top of the chart. So the chart, because the chart is swinging around, making mountain and valley, I like to see growth on both sides. The peak are getting taller and taller, and the dip are getting higher and higher. So that shows me that the chart is growing on both ways. So if I enter at a higher price, I will start in it for a while being negative. But as long as I don't sell it, there is a lot of chance that it's going to go up and I will make profit on it. It shows me as well that as the stock is going down, is not like decreasing in value necessarily, because the dip are getting taller and taller. From here to this one, when you are looking at the corresponding price of where my mouse is, this one is higher than this one, and this one is higher than this one, and this one is higher than this one. You can see that when I put my mouse here, the horizontal line is above this area, and at the same time the price corresponding to this is lower than the price corresponding to this level. That's two ways. It's just the same thing, but that's two ways to see that this dip is higher than this, because the line is somewhere here. When the dip for this one is somewhere here, automatically the price corresponding to this low here is lower than the price somewhere here for this one, and then this dip here is higher up compared to this one. So I'm having higher lows at the bottom of the chart, and now I will compare the top as well, and this top here is slightly higher than that, but then this one is higher than this one, and this one is pretty much higher than this one, and this one is higher than this one. So like from the top to the valley, and then going back to the top before going back down to the valley, I'm comparing those top and I'm comparing those valley. So by seeing that growth on both sides, I will say that this has is upward trending, or is a growth stock. There is growth on both sides. So I would choose the support line that I like to buy the stock at next by tracing multiple support line, passing by the lows from the past, going to the price and going to where it is right now, and then I'll pick where I'm comfortable buying the stock. So where I think is going to be the valley. So this one, I have two lines that I did, and then I will, because those are where I want to buy. So there is a chance it's going to use this line. There is a chance it might come to here. So, and then I'm going to count the number of years this support line is long to see if that is a support line I like to rely on, or if it's too short of a time that there is a higher probability that it will come lower to this one, because clearly this one is multiple years longer. So when I'm counting the year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years is not enough for me to use this as, if it comes down there, I will buy some share. If it decided to come lower here, then I'll get stuck in it. But here I might buy some more and then wait on it until it surpasses where I bought it the first time, and then continue going up, and then I'll become positive on both purchases. That is the way I'm viewing it, because yes, I make purchases like that and will turn out that no, it decided to go lower than that. So, and I'm okay with it. I don't have control over what the chart is doing. I'm just using simple support line and just that strategy that I just used to analyze it, to decide that I'm okay paying the price along this line. If it turns out to be too higher of a price, it go lower, I might buy some more. And one way to do that, depending on how short this line is, you might decide that how much you wanted to buy, just buy half of it there. If it goes down, you can buy the other half. If it does not go down, then you know that you didn't miss your window to get in. So, and when I'm looking at it, I sometimes try to count the number of years within the cycle. So for instance, it didn't reach any higher price here and it came back down to this line. So I will say this, where it is right now on the cycle, started somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 years ago, before it reached all-time highest price, starting it somewhere here. But it came back down before, after a few years. So there is a possibility when I come down to this area, because when it touched base with those two lines here, it starts going higher, and this is the higher up too. So this is a cycle. In fact, this cycle here originated somewhere here, in my opinion. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. In fact, it exceeded this price here around somewhere here. So 5, 6, 7 or so, and then it came back down. So from here we have 1, 2, 3, and it reached all-time highest price and sharply come down before. So the number of years within the cycle are not the same. So when it comes down again, I might buy some share if I catch it on time. So that's why analyzing the stocks on your watch list on a regular basis is a good idea, so that when it reaches where you want to buy it, you can see it and buy some share. But again, those are large cap growth stocks. They tend to linger a while around. They don't move too fast. So even if you don't catch it on time, you can still catch it around that area you want to buy. So that is how I identify a strong uptrend for swing trading. And right now it reached all-time highest price. I will go back to maximum daily chart where I do my chart analysis. It reached all-time highest price and it seems to be going down, but it could go up from here. Either way, I'm not going to buy anything just yet. I can try to trace a support lines here to see the upside wall of the mountain, to support it. But yeah, and you can see that here we are only seeing one of the lines that I like to buy at. That's why I like to use the maximum monthly chart to see a bigger picture and come to maximum daily chart for my regular analysis. And again, the price is closer to the all-time highest price than it is to the value line that I like to buy. For me, I'm not going to buy it just yet. I'm just going to continue observing it. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. I'm not in the business of trading stocks. I just swing trade in my husband and I personal account, and my experience from it, I just like to share it on our business YouTube channel. again, to help you in your journey as well. If you are looking for different ways to create a stream of income outside of your job, and swing trading is one way to do that. So thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And again, swing trading is one way to reach that goal. At least that's what we are doing, and I'm just sharing my learning experience here in case you find something useful in it. But as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purpose only, so use the information at your own discretion. Thank you so much for your time, and please, when you are swing trading, you are new to it, just start small and grow your account from there. And in this example, for instance, if you buy the stocks at this support line here for 101, for instance, the highest price is 157. So let's say you buy at the support line, and it exceeded this peak somewhere here, and you don't know when it's going to stop. Let's say somewhere around this area, you sell it because you don't know if it's going to continue going up or not, for 156, for instance, and you bought it at 101. That is more than $50 gross revenue you make on one share of a stock for holding it for about a year or less than a year, because here is around April, pretty much a year ago, and somewhere here will be about December. So, and that is the way I like to swing trade, for my husband and I, and just start small. So by using those long uptrend swing trading strategy, you are using time and growth of the stocks at your advantage to increase your profits. But again, you will buy the stock, and instead of going up, it will go down. But when you know that that stock has a long history and has growth in it, you will not panic. You'll just leave a negative in your account until it becomes positive. At least that's what I do. And yes, some stocks bankrupt on us, and it is a learning process. I will know. And then when I'm picking stocks for my watch list that I will swing trade from, I will tighten my filters more to eliminate some that are not quite showing a good growth that I can rely on. And it's just a learning process. You enjoy the journey, and you do not need to wait to have a perfect watch list before you make the step to start swing trading. You can buy one share at a time of those, so that you can stretch your small capital and working and getting familiarized with those individual stocks, and see your strategy, which stocks it work well with and which one it does not, and take those that it does not out of your watch list, and just go into your watch list to continue swing trading. You'll get to know those stocks on your watch list and see how they behave. And once you bought one share of a stock and make good profit on it, you know that next time you will buy it again. If you are comfortable buying more than one share, you know, because you are not going to change anything to increase your profit, you will just buy more share. So as you are starting, you can just aim for a small profit. You are not going to sell it when you reach that small profit, but you just want to make sure you have a profit in it. If it can allow you to have a profit, no matter how small it is, then you know that your strategy is working with that stock. So at least that is the way I'm doing it, and I'm just sharing it with you. So thank you so much for your time. For more of our swing trading videos in this series, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video. I'll put it in the comment section as well, and is how to start swing trading step by step using a non-optional line. And we do have other swing trading related playlists in the description of this video as well. So thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.